Nigeria's population is growing at a tremendous rate. At independence in 1960, we were just about 45 million. At that time, the Britain population was at somewhere between 50 and 52 million. Now, fast forward to 2022, the population of our dear country, Nigeria, is pegged at 217 million. But guess what? The population of Britain is just 68 million. So in the period of 60 to 62 years, we have added 118 million. And Britain has only added just about 16 million. So the big question is, how did our population increase by almost 370%? And that of Britain increased just by 30%. I'm going to allow the professor in our midst to answer that in a short while. Perhaps when we begin to look at the factors of poverty, of illiteracy, our religion, I have 2 children. My mom called me recently and said, "Are you done?" I said, "That's a conversation for another day." Bring more money and I will give you more children. But perhaps the biggest information I have to share with you is the fact that Nigeria's population is now projected, or rather, the Nigerian nation is projected to be the 3rd largest nation in the world by the year 2050. It would have more population than China by the year 2100. Now that is baffling. Even though some say the problem is not with the population explosion, if many of them are young and productive, but there are also some mind-boggling data that we have. For instance, in the year 2018, there were 1.8 million pregnancies that were not planned for. And I'm sure that figure increased in 2020 during the pandemic. How many of you have heard about the pandemic babies? Did you have any? No, come on. If you have your baby sometime in December, the 1st or 2nd quarter of 2021, then that's what I'm talking about. I had one. Oh, I had one, though it was planned for. So the attention this morning is turned to what are we doing about it? And how can we begin to create viable opportunities for a growing population? So the big question is, how do we eradicate unwanted pregnancies, improve sex education, reduce poverty and illiteracy? How do we have a population structure that has more working people and less dependents? I think it's a historical gathering, and history has been made here today. Please put your hands together for yourself.